We're going to do this song written by Jimmy Rogers, the old singing break. He wrote a lot of hobo songs, and this is one of my favorites. Hope y'all remember this one. Tonight as I lay on a boxcar, just waiting for a train to pass by. Oh, what will become of the hobo whenever his time comes to die? There's a master up yonder in heaven, got a place that we might call our home. Will we have to work up in heaven, or can we continue to roam? Will there be any freight trains in heaven? Any boxcars in which I might hide? Will there be any tough cops or brakemen? Will they tell us that we cannot ride? Will the hobo chum with the rich man? Will we always have money to spare? Will they have respect for the hobo in the land that lies hidden up there? Oh, yeah. Will they tell us that we cannot ride? Will the hobo chum with the rich man? Will we always have money to spare? Will they have respect for the hobo in the land that lies hidden up there? Anybody here has ever been to an auction? Harley's been to several. Not far from where we grew up. There's a little town called Brookville, Indiana. In fact, we're playing there tomorrow. They have a big sale barn there, and if you make a trip on a Wednesday morning, you'll usually find an old man standing around about Harley's age with a cane in one hand and maybe a shocker in the other. Listen real close, you might hear some sound coming out of the pins in the background. There was a boy from Arkansas who never listened to mom. She told him he got to go to school. He walked in the afternoon, and in a while, pretty soon you'd find Master Low watching barn. He'd stand around so carefully, and in a while he'd again to say hi to the ears to talk to rapidly. He said, why, dude, I've got to learn that auction guy gonna make my mark and be an auctioneer. 25 out of it, 30, make it 30, make it 30, make it 30, middle mama, 30, give it 30, middle mama, 30 out of it. 35, I give me 35, 35, 40, make it 40, make it 40, middle 40, leave a 40, who's gonna make it 40 out of it? out of beer, put it out of beer. He stand around so carefully, and then a while he began to say how the auctioneer could talk so rapidly. They said he'd be nobody's fool, they come that boy to auction school, they come back home, so plays auctioneer. He stand around so carefully, then in a while he began to say how the auctioneer could talk so rapidly. He said to my dude, I've got to learn that auctions, I gotta make my mark to be an auctioneer. Tell you for the right, so me get a little bit of walk, in boys. Coming in front of him, coming out with boys. 25 and a bit of a 35 and 35 and 40 lucky filter. You go, Bob. Thank you, lovers of high-class music. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, Harley, it's been a nice, warm, sunny afternoon. And not to worry, we've got our own staff weather meteorologist, Harley Gabbard. Harley, what's the weather look like for
Ladies and gentlemen, I think the weather's going to change. I believe a little rain moving in, maybe tonight. I hate to tell you that.
Our own staff weather meteorologist, Harley Gabbard. Willard Scott.
All right, Willard, good job.
We'd
like to do the whole show for a friend of ours, the old Hobo, Bluegrass Hobo. Hello, Bob. And I think this is his first festival. And we really do have a young lady that it is her first festival. Her name was Jeannie Eastep, wasn't it, Harley? Name I believe was. Her first festival. We'd like to welcome her and thank you for coming out. And, well, she may have heard one song and took off. She may not.
That's you.
Anyhow, it's good to have y'all with us. Bob, he's got about a million arm bands on his arm, I think. He usually carries around from every festival. Here's a song that we had a request for earlier in the day, and a young man from up in Vermont said he drove 620 miles to see this show, and we're going to do this song for him. It's the title song of our latest album. Got a old bus out there, one called Guide This Silver Eagle. Bright lights and the glamour, they don't seem to understand. I'm still a country boy. Sometimes it's hard to realize I can't be like my neighbor. God gave some talent for others to enjoy. It's a world of lonely highways, of pleasures and new faith, but a kind of life I wouldn't trade for any in the land. Sometimes the wine flows freely, like the parties and the ladies. Sometimes you lose your family if they don't understand. Lord, guide this silver eagle down this lonely stretch of highway. Help me make the there, how about doing all the old waltz tunes that I know folks up this part of the country has heard? Well, that's a good one. We'll just do that one. This is one that Roy A. Cups recorded years and years ago, and Harley might even chip in and sing a version of this. It's, I think, the first song that Roy did on the Grand Opry, and is one of his most requested tunes. Harley and his dobro and the Crickets, one called The Great Speckled Bird. Thanks to everybody that bought the hats, caps, t-shirts, gadgets, and goodies of all sorts and varieties that we still have plenty left. Came out of Canada last week, and we paid duty on about 5 times as much stuff as we sold. But we did it all fair and square and legal, and we paid a tax called the GST tax. Now, at the border, that said it, they told us that that's the government sales tax. However, the folks at the festival told us it stood for the gouge and steel tax. Anyway, it's all been paid for. You stop by and buy the caps and whatever goodies you can afford. If you can't afford it, borrow from the man next to you. He'd be glad to loan you $8 for one of our tapes. Harley's about out of pork rinds. How much are your pork rinds, Harley?
They was $1.75, but come down to $1.25.
All right. How much is in a bag?
You might come down a little lower. You never know.
Harley Gabbard's famous fresh fried pork rinds fried last Easter. We'd like to do a new song we mentioned on the earlier show that we have a new release coming out on Rebel Records, and it's all new songs. This is one that I happen to put together, a little love song for all the young lovers out there. Harley, you'll kick it, little trio number. Hope you all like it. It's one called "Forgiveness Just Ain't in Our Plans Today." All right. Keep dating. Oh, I made one mistake, and then I lost her. All the good things we had were not enough. She just closed the door on all my tomorrow. And this loneliness, my friend, is mighty rough. Oh, I tried to tell her I was But a foolish man is never satisfied. He sees things he doesn't need, and yet he wants them. All the grass looks greener on the other side. Oh, I tried to tell her I was sorry, and I begged her not to turn away, but her heart was cold in mid-December, and forgiveness just ain't in her plans today. Oh, forgiveness just ain't in her plans today. Aubrey, the man with the hook, come up and he said we got time for 2 more numbers. I don't know if he means 2 short ones or 1 long one. Well, let's make it one, and we had so many requests for this, it takes a little bit of time. It's sort of a medley thing. That features Harley Gabbard, and we thank you all for putting up with us. We've had a wonderful time. But this is, I guess, our one.
Aubrey, we got a request we got to do before we do, just for this man. He said a lot of people requested to hear a little bit of Uncle Pen. Do you remember the words to that little old time?
Try that, man. Vernon, we're going to...
We'll get Uncle Vernon to play a little bit of it. We can remember the words to it.
Y'all ready now? Here we go.
He wasn't ready.
Thank y'all. We have had a wonderful time, and we'd like to thank the folks for making us part of the entertainment this weekend. And don't forget all kind of entertainment coming up tomorrow. Good friend Bill Harrell will be here with y'all. So we don't want anybody running away just yet. Just stick around and support the music and support the festival, and it'll become one of the good ones. We think. We'd like to leave you with a particular tune here, as we mentioned. It features Harley Gabbard, our wild dobro player, and that wild dream he had that Saturday night. He dreamed he went to Nashville, Tennessee at the Grand Ole Opry, and all the stars were coming out. Instead of singing country songs, they were all singing bluegrass. And they came out sounding like this. We just called it Harley's Dream. All right, the first tonight on the Grand Ole Opry stage is an old tall boy down Arkansas way. He's always dressed in black, got his beautiful wife June with him tonight, Mr. Johnny Cash.
Thank you so much. It's good to be here on the Grand Ole Opry tonight. June is not with me. I'm just looking tonight. I hope she's not listening. Roll in the sweet baby's arm. Roll in the sweet baby's arm. Lay around the shack till the mail train back and roll in the sweet baby's arm. Thank you so much, ladies and
All
gentlemen.
right, Johnny. Good to have you with us tonight, brother. Coming out now is no stranger to Opry. I'm sure you're going to recognize him. He's a member of Country Music's Hall of Fame. He's a living label. He owns half of Opry land and got half interest in the old sandpiper, I understand. Now here we know him as Bashful Brother Oswald and the king of country music himself, Mr. Roy Aitken.
Thank you so much and welcome to the Grand Ole Opry. Well, it was here last Friday night while I was down in jail, running around with another man, no one to go my bail.
Right on. Coming out now is no boy from down Texas way. He hasn't been on the Opry for a long time. Been out on the road a lot, I understand, writing a lot of songs. Making a lot of money on them. He makes a lot of good songs and makes money on them. He don't spend it all on clothes. Just a few old headbands and tennis shoes, and he's favored on for the IRS. The old outlaw, Mr. Willie Nelson, where you at?
Ah, thank you so much, Willie Mack Nelson.
Well, I ain't gonna work on the railroad. Ain't gonna work on the farm. Going to lay around the shack till the mail train comes back. Be rolling in my sweet baby's arms. Hold out, my buddy, Waylon Jennings.
She's a good-hearted woman in love with a good time and man.
She loves him in spite of the wicked ways that she don't understand.
This teardrops and laughter will walk
Through this world hand in hand.
She's a good-hearted woman in love with a good time and man. She's a good-hearted woman in love with a good time and man.
Thank you.
Thank you, boys. Good to have you with us tonight on the Grand Ole Opry. Coming out now is another Texas lad, another member of Country Music's Hall of Fame. We're going to be with him after a while down at the old record shop on Broadway from the Midnight Jamboree, the Texas Troubadour, Ernest Tubb.
Ah, thank you. Give me a little bit of volume, honey. Just as long as it don't squeal. I feel like a pig myself. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. I can't sing bluegrass or country, but I've been doing country for about 56 years now. And I guess I'll try to sing one of my old songs for you. Walked across Texas with you in my arms. Walked across Texas with you like a storybook ending. I'm lost in your charm, and I could walk across Texas with you.
Ernest Tubb, you like that?
Thank you, sir.
We've got a very special guest with us tonight. Up here from Steamboat, Tennessee, I think. Vernon Derrick-fiddle went down and picked him up and brought him up. The old Bluegrass king himself, a special guest with Opry, Mr. Jimmy Martin and all the Sunny Mountain Boys.
Thank you.
Tennessee.
I hear you calling me.
I hear you calling me.
The home of Davy Crockett in the hills of Tennessee.
Thank you, hold on. Hey,
special guest with us tonight on the Opry. Coming out now, no boys from up Canada way. He's been on the Opry about 99 years, and we've always enjoyed every second of it. Last time we saw him, he had old Chubby Wise and all the Rainbow Ranch boys with him. The Indian Ranger himself, Mr. Hank Snow.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Grand Ole Opry. It's good to be here tonight on the Martha White portion of the Opry. Good to see all you folks here sticking around. Rolling the sweet baby's arms, rolling the sweet baby's arms. Play round the shack till the mill train is back and rolling the sweet baby's arms. Thank you so much. I'll see you folks a little later tonight on the Grand Ole Opry. Good night, folks.
All right, Hank. Good to have you with us tonight. Hank Snow, the old singing ranger, here on the Grand Ole Opry. Right now, we want to bring out our newest sponsors on the Opry. They've been with us about 5 years now. We've always enjoyed having them. We dropped the folks down at Martha White. These old boys is waiting backstage. We put them right to work. I know you see them on TV and a lot of their TV commercials. How about a nice welcome, if you will, from West Virginia? Our newest sponsors here on the Opry, it's the good folks from out Bartles and James Way. Where you at, boy?
Thank you for your support. A lot of you good folks have been writing in wanting to know why Ed here doesn't do more talking. Well, Ed wanted me to let you good folks know that some folks is talkers and some folks is lovers. Thank you for your continued support.
All right. Ed, you ready to solo? You get you a job tending bar over there at Sandpiper. Bartles and James, our newest sponsors here on the Opry. Coming out now is a young man that grew up with this country music. He's certainly no stranger to it. His daddy was one of the all-time greats, appeared many years right on the same Grand Ole Opry stage. 2 years in a row, the Entertainer of the Year, Mr. Hank Williams Jr.
Well, way down yonder in the Bible country, dear old Louisiana. Well, that's where lives my Cajun baby, the fairest one in the land. She's white and pearly hair, black coal. Wouldn't trade my Cajun baby for the world gold. Way down yonder in the Bible country, dear old Louisiana. Thank you, hold on, thank you just so much now. Thank you, hold on.
There's a tear in my beer, 'cause I'm crying for you, dear. You are on my lonely mind. And to these last few beers, I have shed a million tears. You are on my lonely mind.
I'm gonna keep drinking until I'm petrified. And then maybe these tears will leave my eyes. There's a tear in my beer, 'cause I'm crying for you, dear. You are on my lonely mind. Thank you, hold on, thank you just so much, Hank.
Good to have you with us, boys. Coming out now is our favorite grandpa from out Hollywood, California way. He's everybody's favorite grandpa, I understand. I know you see him in a lot of movies and a lot of TV shows. We know him as Walter Brennan, better known as old Grandpa Amos McCoy.
Thank you, Sean. It's good to be here on the Grand Ole Opry. I'm glad to be invited here.
He's slowing down to a stopper.
Roll in my sweet baby's yarn. Roll in my sweet baby's yarn. Gonna lay around the shack till the mail train is back. I'll be rolling in my sweet baby's arms. Thank you. What do you say? Let's put our hands together so boys can do this bluegrass up right for you.
Look forward to seeing you somewhere down the road before long. Don't get a record table. Without any further ado, we're going to get our favorite grandpa out here one more time before we give him a whip for grandma long enough. Grandpa Amos McCoy.
Thank you, son. It's good to be back here on the Grand Ole Opry. Where the hell is a full house? Roll in my sweet baby's arms. Roll in my sweet baby's arms. Rolling around the shack till the mail train's back. I'll be rolling in my sweet baby's arms. Thank you. What do you say? Let's put our hands together so some boys can do some pretty good bluegrass. Make welcome on the Grand Ole Opry the boys from Indiana.
Well, I'm gonna work on the road. I'm gonna work on the farm. I'll be around the shack till I come back and roll in the sweet baby's arms. Roll in the sweet baby's arms. Roll in the sweet baby's arms. Hey, round the shack till I come back and roll in the sweet baby's arms.
Did you want a hat?
Let's send them back to Indiana. Let's let them know we appreciate it.